And welcome into this edition of ACAP Today for the month of July 2024. It's summer in Aroostook County. I'm Jason Parent with the Aroostook County Action Program. In just a little bit, our guest Cheryl Morris will be joining us, as well as Sherry Locke and others, to talk about the backpack project here in Aroostook County and to talk about the coming back to school bash that's just around the corner and why it's so significant to children entering a new school year here in Aroostook County. We're going to have that conversation in just a moment, but first, as we do at this point in each of our ACAP Today broadcasts, we are going to now turn to the news and information that you can use again for the month of July 2024. And we begin with the news and information that you can use by sharing with you that ACAP's next Rent Smart course will be held on July 23rd and 24th from 9:30 to 3:30 p.m. at our 771 Main Street Customer Service Center in Presque Isle near Walmart. Now, the Rent Smart course goals are to help you build new skills and positive relationships with landlords and neighbors, to help gain confidence in your ability to find and maintain affordable housing, to understand the application and screening processes used by landlords, and to learn the responsibilities and rights of both you as a tenant and the landlord. Now, for more information or to register for this next free course offering of Rent Smart, ACAP's Rent Smart curriculum, call 764-3721. You can dial extension 129 from there, or you can just simply email info@acap.me.org, I should say, and folks will get back to you as it relates to the Rent Smart course. So please do consider signing up for that course if it can be of assistance to you. We also want to share that thanks to an incredible partnership with our friends at Micmac Farms and Fish Hatchery, individuals across Aroostook County will have access to produce punch cards through the summer months here in Aroostook County. This is in June, July, and August, so this month and next month. And that's up to $20 worth of fresh produce or fish for each month. Now, the Presque Isle Micmac Farms location and the fish hatchery is at 1353 Presque Isle Road, right there between Presque Isle and Caribou. And it welcomes visitors every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, if you want to obtain your punch card to help get that free produce or fish, they are now available at all ACAP locations across Aroostook County. So just pop into one of our ACAP locations or give us a call or email us at info@acap-me.org. We can make arrangements to get that card to you or have you pick it up at one of our locations. Again, our sincere thanks to Micmac Farms, Healthy Fish and Produce for all that they are doing to help us get free produce into the hands of individuals, healthy food into the hands of individuals across Aroostook County. Another partnership throughout the month of July is with our friends at Hannaford in Fort Kent, the Hannaford in Fort Kent specifically. The adventure bag that you're seeing here, which is a reusable grocery bag that can be used for adventures as well throughout the summer. The purchase of this bag for $2.50 will help fight hunger, and it will help provide our organization here at ACAP with resources, a $1 donation for sale of every bag to help us stock our food pantries, food cupboards, I should say, across Aroostook County. So please do consider, if you're in Fort Kent at the Hannaford, purchasing one of these adventure bags and supporting a great cause and a great organization. We also want to share with you that as folks are gearing up for the start of a new school year, and we're going to talk about the Back to School Bash and the Backpack Project on this edition of ACAP Today, folks are also looking at the potential of getting back into the workforce. As kids go back to school, it's a great time to look for a new job or to secure new employment. So Maine's Workforce Collaborative is continuing to offer free sessions via Zoom on things like employment and training program information, interviewing tips and tricks, making career choices, getting that resume and cover letter developed for you, and job preparation and retention, as well as navigating job searches and hiring process, especially for individuals that might have a criminal history. So if you have an interest in sort of sharpening your skills to get into the workforce, please check out the ACAP website under the workforce development sites and learn about some of these exciting classes that are offered right from the comfort of your own home via Zoom. Now, we also, through our prevention team, continue to offer supportive resources for those interested in quitting tobacco through that team. These resources include, right here on your screen, the main quit link, My Life, My Quit, and also connecting directly with our ACAP community educators who can connect you with additional resources that we don't have listed here. 764-3721 is our number, or you can email, in this case, prevention@acap-me.org. Now, it is also time, as we're preparing for a new school year, very appropriately so, to register your child or your preschooler for ACAP Head Start. Our Head Start program is provided to eligible families with preschool age children aged 3 through 5 years old. Early Head Start, on the other hand, is offered for children right from birth all the way up to 3 years, and even offered to pregnant moms. So if you fall in any of those categories, please give us a call. There are income eligibility guidelines as are listed there, but our eligibility specialists can certainly help you get through the application process and help determine if you might be eligible for that program or another early childhood education program offered by Aroostook County Action Program. Go to our website if you want to, acap-me.org, go to programs and early care and education, or you can give us a call, 764-3721, extension 224 for early care and education for information on enrollment opportunities. We are also inviting members in early care and education to join our team as professionals. There's up to a $625 early childhood educator workforce salary supplement available. Now that depends on the credential of the individual and how far along they are in a process that includes getting some additional courses for early care and education. But the stipend is up to that, and there are lower level stipend amounts in addition to the salary, in addition to the wonderful benefits that we offer here at ACAP. So we do have open positions across Aroostook County for teacher positions, both at the associate and bachelor level, ed techs and teacher aides, and we certainly encourage you to reach out to our human resources team if you want more information on the opportunities available in early care and education, and on occasion other areas within our organization as well. Keep on our website for more information on that. Now, we also, at this point, want to share with you that there are many more services available to individuals across Aroostook County. So if you're challenged with anything at this time right now, please give us a call. We have a team of navigators that can help network you to existing programs, whether they're here within our agency or whether they're state-supported programs or other partner community agencies. That's what we're here for, and we encourage you to give us a call at 764-3721 so that you can find out about the programs and services that are offered here at the agency and beyond if you are in need of things at this particular time. And again, we thank you all for reaching out to us when you are in need. It is important that we are able to serve you in that way. So at this time, that's the news and information that you can use again for the month of July 2024. And as I mentioned at the top of the program, our topic this month of feature interview discussion on ACAP Today for July is about the Aroostook Backpack Project and the upcoming special event happening at the beginning of August at the Aroostook County Action Program's 771 Main Street Customer Service Center near Walmart in Presque Isle. And joining us to have that conversation are a couple of individuals who are very involved in the planning and the lead up to that work, and certainly know about the critical importance of what the significance of providing backpacks with school supplies to children is in Aroostook County. Sherry Locke, who's ACAP's Chief Administrative Officer, and Cheryl Morris, who is a community member who is very dedicated and a dedicated volunteer to this specific task. And Cheryl, I'm going to come to you in just a moment and ask about why you're so involved in this and sort of get your history with the project. But I first want to go to Sherry to say, Sherry, talk about the Aroostook Backpack Project, because there are some changes this year, and just refresh everyone's memory as to what this project is all about.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jason. So this project is one that has happened in Aroostook County for over a decade. It's been a partnership with United Way of Aroostook and ACAP for that time. And the program has grown over the years because the community need has grown. So last year, the project served just over 800 local students throughout Aroostook County. This year, we feel like the need is going to be even more. So we have set a goal at 1,000 families, again, across Aroostook County. So really excited about that. The changes that Jason mentioned is in the past, the United Way would do the fundraising component of the project, and ACAP would be responsible for the allocation and distribution of the backpacks. The United Way has gone through a strategic plan and has changed some of the work that they're doing. So they have handed the torch to us, if you will. So we will be doing the fundraising component of the project and then continue with our work with the distribution. So we are really working very hard to make sure that we can fill those big shoes that the United Way has set, make sure that we can raise all of the funds in order to be able to provide the backpacks to families in needs. And when I say the funds come in all different ways. They come in checks and monetary donations. They also come in donations of markers, crayons, and in some cases fully stuffed backpacks. And that's something that Cheryl has done for us this year. We're really appreciative of her work.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheryl, I want to bring you into the conversation and ask you in a moment why this project is so significant to you. But Sherry and I certainly do know why it is significant to you. Tell us about your son, Adam, and why this is a project that you embrace because of the legacy of your son.
Yes, good morning, and thank you for having me. Adam had Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and over the years, we raised, money for the Muscular Dystrophy Association and other events. And then over the years, Adam started seeing like the boxes at Walmart for people to put supplies in for school, for students and stuff, for they help stuff the bus. And he would just take his money, and every year he'd go purchase items and put them in the box. And since he passed away on April 25th, 2021, I decided to turn it into an event. And this year it's the 4th annual. Anna McDonald helped stuff the bus, and every year I try to do something different. This year I decided to set a goal, like Adam used to always set a goal, and I set a goal to, just get 50 backpacks donated to me. Then that goal was exceeded, and then I thought, well, why don't we fill the backpacks with items? And, so we started doing that. I always reach out to people that, in the community, friends and families. Adam always had like a small, loyal support of people that always donated to all of his causes and stuff. And presently right now I'm sitting at 203 backpacks that are filled. Each backpack is filled with 17 items. So each backpack, depending on the cost what the backpack was, I tried to get, good buys and stuff like that. We're looking at probably I have over $4,000 worth of school supplies to donate this year.
Wow, that's amazing. How does that make you feel knowing that this was something that your son was so passionate about and dedicated his own money to?
Makes you feel, it kind of like warms your heart, especially if you're, a grieving mother or a grieving family. The only sad part about, I wish Adam was here. I keep saying he should be here doing this because, I know how he loved and enjoyed doing it. But it makes it worthwhile to keep his legacy of giving to people and, trying to make a difference in the world and, keep that going in his memory.
Cheryl, you sort of had a public part of the backpack project as we just shared on the screen in collaboration with the Presque Isle Fire Department. I know that was a cause near and dear to Adam's heart as well, and he was very engaged with things happening at the fire department. How was that in terms of coming together at that event and something that I'm certain Adam would have greatly enjoyed being a part of?
Yeah, that was a good day. That besides the weather, the rain and stuff, they had a good turnout, and we did receive some donations and stuff. A couple backpacks and some school supplies. So all that was greatly appreciated.
Great. So Sherry, let's talk. It's Cheryl is a key and leading volunteer, and it's great to have a community member so engaged in the project. There are many others as well, businesses and organizations and individuals that are joining Cheryl in this cause. Let's talk about some of those wonderful organizations that are participating and making a difference.
Absolutely, Jason. I think that's the key to this project is it really is community-based to meet a community need. And it's everyone coming together to do the part that they can do to make this project successful. So it really is great. I mean, Cheryl's work has been incredible. 203 backpacks filled. And I've seen some of the backpacks. They are themed backpacks. I mean, any child would be so pleased to have one of these backpacks. But again, it comes all different. Some folks would rather make a monetary donation and say, go ahead and go pick up the, 50 backpacks that you still need, or, we want to go shopping and purchase the crayons. So it's everyone coming together to make this event happen. Town Square Media has been a huge supporter of this project for years and continue this year as well to be that supporter. We're doing our annual Stuff the Bus event at the Presque Isle Walmart on July 19th. So that's an opportunity for folks to come in, say hello to the volunteers. We will have one of our buses there. But it's also the opportunity for folks to get in the store and either shop and drop in the boxes. As Cheryl mentioned, we do have boxes set up in the Presque Isle Walmart, or the opportunity again to just make that monetary donation, and our volunteers will go in and make those purchases. It comes in, again, all different shapes and sizes, and people give what they can. There's some nostalgia about buying back to school items, those notebooks and crayons and markers. And a lot of folks really enjoy this project. So we want to make this as available for everyone to do their part, whatever that looks like.
And in addition to Cheryl sort of leading the charge out there with the Presque Isle Fire Department very early on, there are others that are sort of coming to the aid early in the month of July, such as the Aroostook County IGAs. Talk about their contribution.
Yeah, so very fortunate. We had an early conversation with Josh Tweedy at the IGAs in Mars Hill, Fort Fairfield, and Presque Isle. And he's agreed to do a roundup event for us. So between July 1st and July 7th, if you go into any of those 3 stores to shop, the cashier will ask you if you'd like to round up your purchase to the nearest dollar. And all of those donations will be to support our project. So we know a lot of families are spending time together during that 4th of July week. We hope that they're going to be shopping and that they're going to be feeling generous and want to round up to help support our project. Again, we have a goal of 1,000 backpacks this year. We are well on our way, but every single donation goes to a student here in Aroostook County. So, if you can make a donation, whether it be rounding up by 50 cents or, doing something larger, that would be fantastic. It's all coming together to help meet this need.
So Cheryl, as the person who's sort of standing out front in all of this and being the first, this school year wasn't even done and you were out there collecting for the start of the coming school year. What are you seeing as some of the items in your conversations with teachers and people who are bringing things in that's really needed this fall? The backpacks, obviously, but some of the school supplies. Is it the traditional stuff?
Yeah, just more traditional stuff. Like in my backpacks, like I mentioned, I have like 17 items, like a binder, filler paper, pocket folder, spiral notebooks, composition notebook, markers, crayons, colored pencils, right, number 2 pencils, erasers, sharpeners, pencil boxes, basically all the school supplies are basically needed. And then sometimes when I go shopping like to Walmart and stuff, I've had people that be behind me in line and they'll say, "Are you a teacher?" And I say no, and I explain what I'm getting the supplies for. And then I've actually bumped into some teachers that, are right there in line with me, and they'll say thank you, because they say throughout the year, sometimes with their own money, they've had to purchase, items for some of their students. So they say this project is, greatly needed in the communities.
That's wonderful. It's wonderful to hear that you're seeing that level of support, and certainly it is needed. I come from a family of early childhood educators and definitely understand that need, and we certainly do here at ACAP as well, where we have early childhood education programs and support kids in schools through our prevention programs across the board. So Sherry, what is the most, obviously donations, I'm assuming, the most impactful way that people can help throughout the month of July here, leading into what we're going to talk about is a big event coming up right at the beginning of August.
Absolutely, Jason. I think donations at this point are the key. We also have released the link for families who qualify to sign up for the backpack. So that is out there, but we just have to be very conservative with that. We need to make sure that we have enough funds and enough supplies for all of the students that have signed up. So again, doing this in tandem, purchasing the supplies and getting everything we need, while at the same time registering qualifying families for the project. So again, this is a community project. This is a year of transition, and we really need anyone and everyone in the community, whether it be a business, an individual, a civic organization, to step up in the way that works for them, the meaningful way, knowing how important these backpacks are to local students and their families as they go back to school. Prices for everything have gone up, 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 and we keep hearing from parents that the back to school season, it can be stressful. There's a lot of things that families need, and making sure that the kiddos are not only have the tools that they need, but are excited about the school year is the way that we need to start the year off.
And speaking of the way that we need to start the year off, this is not only a collection and a drive, but an opportunity for folks to sort of get into the spirit of a new school year and to celebrate what is an exciting time for many youth. And we do that sort of in style with an event called the Back to School Bash, which also has a job fair with it. Talk about that event.
Yeah, so the Back to School Bash is ACAP's largest event of the year. We hold it right at our Comprehensive Service Center, which is located at 771 Main Street, right in Pascal, right next to Walmart, which works out perfectly because Walmart is such a big partner for that project. They're very generous to us, sharing space, and they, help us with the refreshments and those kind of things. So that event will be held on Thursday, August 1st, from 10 to 3, again, right at that center. And there'll be a lot of activities happening. We'll have games and prizes in addition to the backpack distribution. We also do our largest clothing giveaway that day as well, which again, clothing is a component of that back to school. These are gently used clothing that have been donated by the community, and we're able to get those to families that need them. They're able to come and shop, if you will, at no charge. We also are holding a resource fair. So we have a lot of nonprofit organizations coming to that event to share their resources. It's, you'll see a lot of ACAP faces, but our community partners will be there. And as Jason said, we are having a job fair. So this will be our largest job fair that we participate in the year. And we are partnering with the Career Center to be able to do that. So really trying to bring everything that families need under one roof. And really excited to share that we are very appreciative that we have a title sponsor for that event this year, and that is North Country Auto. And they're really are supporting this project. They understand the importance of this, back to school and the Back to School Bash to really support students and families, and we really appreciate their sponsorship of this event.
Now, in addition to North Country Auto, we do have some other, supporters that have come to the table as well for that Back to School Bash and Job Fair, Sherry.
Yes, absolutely. And again, using these funds to ensure that we have the resources available for students and their families. You will see the Rotary Club of Pascal, Huber Engineered Wood, and Acadia Federal Credit Union, just 3 of the first sponsors that have come through. We are recording this, at the end of June. There are other sponsorships that we anticipate to come in, but these were 3 sponsors that came through, early on to show their support of this project and the work that we're doing. So really appreciate all of those sponsors. And again, if your business or organization has the means to do so, this is a really incredible project to support.
Now, Cheryl, I certainly hope you're going to be able to join us on August 1st and sort of be able to take part in those festivities and see the children and families that are going to benefit from the fruits of your labor. I hope you are able to be there with us. It would be great to have you.
Yes,
Sorry to
I'm
put you on the
planning on
spot with that.
joining.
We would like to have you. I think it's important that you get to see the smiles on the faces, because it is such an incredible day, and all that you have done and others have done to make that day possible. So let me get your thoughts on that, Cheryl, in terms of knowing that the work that you have put in, that's a legacy to your wonderful son, Adam, and how that is going to make a difference. What does that make you feel as children will be heading into a new school year this year?
That's warm your heart, and like I said, it's all for the children, and at these events, I'm sure you guys have previously seen them. Like you said, the smiles on their faces and the excitement and everything, and I'm sure that when they go home and everything, they're probably looking through their backpacks and pulling everything out, and showing just excitement in their voices and stuff. And again, it's just it's all for the kids, and making sure that they start their school year off, and right, making them happy. And, like you said too, you guys have, clothes that they can purchase, get to. So I think all of it together, it's just for the children and our community.
Yes, it is. And again, I just want to, say thank you to you for the effort that you were the sort of forerunner for this project this year, the first person out the gate collecting school supplies and backpacks out there. And it's just a tremendous effort. And thank you for doing it. I know it's a passion project for you. And all of us at ACAP and in the community, people who you may not even ever meet will benefit from your generosity. So thank you so much for that, Cheryl.
Very welcome.
Sherry, last word is yours in terms of both what we're doing in the month of July to collect all of the supplies and the backpacks that we need, and how we're going to kick it off at the beginning of August to sort of get that out there and hopefully have a great start to a new school year for children across Aroostook County.
Yeah, just want to remind the community there's lots of ways to join in the fun. So just find the way that's most meaningful for you. Cheryl is a prime example of, having that passion project and making that come to fruition, but find the way that works best for you and your family, to show your support. Again, families are really struggling right now, so anything we can do as a community to make them feel more supported, if that means going through your growing child's clothing and, donating a bag and then coming in on the first and shopping for that next size up, that means yourself registering for a backpack, making a donation at the Walmart the next time that you're in there, whatever that looks like for you. We just really want to encourage the community to be part of this and to join us for this very meaningful event.
Well, thank you very much, Sherry Locke, Cheryl Morris. It's so great to have you both on the program to talk about both the collection work that continues through the month of July to get backpacks and school supplies in so that we can have a very successful back to school bash on August 1st. And more importantly, a very successful start to a school year for children across Aroostook County that we know will be touched by the generosity of folks just like Cheryl. So thank you so much for joining us on ACAP today. Before we leave you all, though, we're going to bring you our highlight snapshot from a recent activity. We're talking about a new school year here, but before we started a new school year, we ended one here in Aroostook County, and our ACAP community educators ended it in style as they've been engaging with school kids throughout the last school year and will be headed back into the schools this fall. They are Chastity Holland, Mallory Holmquist, and Darren Stone, among others, but those were involved in this particular activity at Pathways in Presque Isle, where they planned this fun activity. So it's a great, they say, and they report back that it's great to see this group of students grow in their communication skills and respect for one another with the help of some social emotional learning and talking circles that our own prevention team did at that particular program. So we thank our community educators, we thank the students who participated in that project, and again, we thank all of you for joining us on this edition of ACAP today. Again, please join us for the Back to School Bash on August 1st in the parking lot of our 771 Main Street Customer Service Center in Presque Isle, right there near Walmart. And please, if you're in Walmart this month and you see the bin there, please do purchase some extra school supplies. Or if you're up in the St. John Valley and are at Martin's and see school supplies, or at another store in the St. John Valley, go ahead and purchase those school supplies. And if you can't get them down to us in Presque Isle, just drop them off at our locations at Madawaska or Fort Kent or in Holton. If you're down there, we would gladly take those donations and make sure that they're part of the project. We do want to acknowledge that there is another partner in this project in Holton, the Adopt a Block project, with the Church on the Hill down there, that will be doing a similar backpack giveaway in the month of August as well. So if you're in Holton, certainly, and want to give to that community, that's the best resource for you through the local Walmart down there and through that partner project that we're very happy to support and endorse. So our thanks to them for doing that for the Southern Aroostook area, and our thanks to Cheryl, Sherry, and so many others here at ACAP and across our partner sponsors and others for making the Back to School Bash and the backpack giveaway here in Aroostook County another success this year. Thank you all. We'll be back in next month with the August edition of ACAP Today. Until then, have a great month of July and enjoy this beautiful Aroostook County summer.